Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you getting the dump to the downside here as we start. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We're now in gains already. If you took the short with the lifer, you are in the gains with the dump as job openings came out, jolt, and the violence begins 10 a.m. And let's take a look at what happened with that job Jolt's opening. Right off the bat, I'm giving you guys the data that you need immediately. So Jolt's 7.8, it's lower than forecast. Bear City, baby, causing a bit of movement in the markets, maybe a possible sell-off. It does say we will get those rate hikes. I talked about this being a bear flag to the downside. I gave you guys the live trade. It is now in the money here, all the way up 12% on the trade. You're in the gains again with the lifer. Hopefully we can get all the way to the target here at 54.4. Shout out to everybody here. Let's party, baby. Let's party. on. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Heavy volatility for Bitcoin as we dip to 56.2, back to 56.6. All over the place, flopping and groping for sure. Let's take a look here at BTC. My hair seems to be a little messed up. I guess I don't care. Ooh, my chain is sticking out. I was running around this morning. Anyway, I got to put the fan on. I'm sweating. It's not easy being breezy every day, man. Telling you, man, every single day showing up is not easy. I'll tell you that. One day if you did over 1,300 days or 1,400 days, whatever days I did, I'm sure you'd be like a bit like I was as well. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Feeling good, feeling amazing. A beautiful day. We nailed it yesterday. Shout out to anyone that may have trolled me on the live. We ended up taking about, I don't know, $2,500 out of the market yesterday in one fat trade. $2,400. The other trade earlier was up like 180. We had a beautiful move to the upside yesterday, or to the downside, and we were able to bring the portfolios to the upside, even though the market was dumping all the way to the downside. So I still see a bunch of liquidity further down. I am still short. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down right now on the Crypto Lifer Show. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, everybody. Thank you for being here. This is an experience, not just a show. Please hit the like button on your way in. Subscribe. Say what up. It was an absolute beautiful time. Man, every time I go live, you guys are awesome. So blessings on blessings. Today, man, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. is my favorite time to be alive with each and every one of you. Let's rock. Let's rock. So, wow. Job openings created a bit of volatility. We got the dip all the way down to 56,076 only in the last 10 minutes. Wow. While the countdown went up, they pushed the price all the way back up. Very similar to a false move Monday. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Anyway, okay, we're good to go. I thought I seen an error real quick for a second. Everything seems okay. Matic migrated to Poly. Interesting. Very interesting. Probably should have after all that. So look, I see a huge dump. We lose 56.5. We go all the way to 55,200, even to 44,800 is what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. I'm not buying any of this nonsensical movement here for BTC. We're going to take a look at the weekly for you and do the top-down analysis like I do every single day. And we're going to break it down why the probability to me is to the downside. We're going to show you what I'm looking at. And maybe I correct myself if I see something different. I'm willing to say, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. So blessings on everyone. If you took the call yesterday, we made yesterday was just so beautiful, man. I waited all day. It was such a boring trading day. It was like sideways. I was like, I want to, and then next thing you know, I ran to my computer. Massive dump to the downside. We took it for gains in the trading group. Blessings on blessings. It was just awesome. Yeah. And I was down about $500-600 on the live stream yesterday. I'm sure there were people snickering on my name. But you know what? I kept it real. I didn't get emotional. I knew what I was willing to risk, which was $2,000 for $6,000. When I got up $2,500 and I saw that massive dump, I paid myself right quick and super happy that I did. I hope you did too. So who here, put your hand up if you made massive gains yesterday? $2,500 in a day. I mean, most people make that in a week if they have a good job. I had a good job making $120,000 a year, and I was making about $1,900 a week. You know what I mean? Back in the day. And now I'm making that a day many, many times over. So, I'll be honest, I was listening to Jim Rohn again today, and he said, wages are good, but a salary, but profits make you a fortune. Wages make you a living. Wages make you a living. A salary makes you a fortune, Take my name out your snickering mouth, boy. I called the double the chat and called you long bamboo. That got me timed out. I didn't long, though. What are you talking about? I was short, so what do you mean? You don't make any sense. Yeah, you're out. See, that's why I got to talk. See, I got to move on. I called the dumb in the chat and called you long. When did I what? What? Yeah, I was short the whole time, man. Appreciate you, Sammy. God bless. Anyway, I don't get it. Yeah, I did still the short from a few days back, my man. Yeah, I paid myself. I don't like to hang out too long. And the volatility. Yeah, I don't even read it anymore. I can't. Shout out to Morovsky. Put a 333 if you made gains in the trading group yesterday off the call that we made and you stayed strong. They tried to fake you out numerous times. 58.5, 58.6, 58, 58, 58. We knew we were going to 56, 55,000. We knew it. It was only a matter of time. The weekly had shown us that if you close the weekly candle below 58,000, you were coming to test 55,500. We talked about it until I was blue in the face over and over and over again. That's the only 333s. I bet this whole chat should be full of 333. Not many people made gains yesterday. I thought the entire trading group made gains. I thought we'd have 333 all over the place. Man. 10 hours later, boom, gains. Let the short cook for 10 hours. My man. And I love it. Look at all the 333s pouring in into the chat, man. God bless each and every one of you. 1,000 people here on the live. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. 229 likes, almost to 1,000 likes already. Dear Lord, thank you so much for the 229 beautiful souls. I appreciate that. Gratitude for everybody here. Gratitude for the 1,052 people here. Gratitude for the 200 likes. Gratitude for my YouTube channel. Gratitude for the ability to influence and help others on a daily basis, man. Blessings on blessings. Bulls getting wrecked back to back. Yeah. So anyway, I'm still in a short right now. This is the short right here. The entry is around 56.5. Stop is 57.2. Target is 54.4. And that's what I'm sticking to. And that's it. And I gave you a trade right there. Live trade. Stop loss. Everything there put into place. And I put my stop losses out every single time I make a trade. Other people make calls, and I guess it's cool, but had you taken the call, you may have been stopped out. I put real stop losses, protect myself at every single angle here, and I don't over risk. You see my losses are 100, 200, 100, 100, 100. I might lose 2 or 3 in a row, but I don't lose a lot. And then my gains are fat. You see? That's the key to being sustainable over time when it comes to trading. Anyway, let's move back. So the weekly lost the 58,000 level. We knew we were coming to test 55,000. Now, do we come lower to this high volume node at 51,600? It would say likely. Bottom of the channel, top of the channel. I guess we wicked, tried to come up. I don't know. We're in some indecisive in the middle behavior here for BTC. The only thing I said is, could you make a double bottom here? There's a chance you're double bottoming off of 55.5. Possible. All right. Yeah. Big Bear Lifer. Amen. Shout out to JQ. I think 41K is very possible. Of course, man, anything is possible in trading. People that don't think it's possible are the people that get bagged. Anytime you think it's not possible, you're basically saying when you think something isn't possible, you're saying that you know it's going to happen. Right? Say there's a dam and there's a few rocks and you have to walk across it and you're like, there's no way that rock's going to move. And you get on and the rock moves, you fall into the water and you bang your head or something, But what if you said it's possible that rock could move? I should be careful, right? So you got to think anything is possible in trading so you don't get banged out. You just might get wrecked and rocked if you don't think about what could happen opposite from what, you know what I mean? You got to be so open-minded in trading, I'm telling you. Either you become a losing trader or you become open-minded to the fact that you don't know what's going to happen. It doesn't go both ways. You see what I mean? You can't have it both ways. It's like one of those two things will happen. Either you'll mesh with the algo or they'll take you out. That's just what it is. All right? It's what it is. One of my favorite outfits here. Feeling good. Shout out to the 1177 people here on the live. 300 likes. Let's keep those likes pumping to the outside. I may even give you a live trade. Well, I did give you a live trade. Right now, we are in the money at 56,340 now with all that liquidity to the downside. So far, so good. We're in the money about 52 bucks, 7%. And let's see if we can go harder here. And, I go for 300 to 500 a day, everyday day trading. But, if I can scoop out 1 to 2,000, so be it too as well. And I'm always looking for opportunity. Okay? Sammy held the short from 63. Let's go, baby. Love you, Tom Babylon. You made those gains, baby. Juicy, fat, sweet gains. March was the top to date so far. Yes, it was. Short back in gain, Sammy. Any advice on how not to take profit early or bail out soon? In short, yesterday closed early. Was based on the 4-hour being too patient lately. You got to sit on the bigger time frames and you got to go for what you're going to go for. Say, I'm going to wait till I hit this mark. You know what I mean? And you just, my thing is I don't always go for profit. I may not go to this area, but if I get into fat gains, I'm going to take it. All right. That's an obvious bear flag. Just look at it with the oversold stochastic. I mean, that's dumping on you. Just look at it. It looks so obvious to me. Anyway, major resistance now at 64,000 on the weekly for Bitcoin. Have to get back above that key level to remain bullish. Beautiful double bottom off of 55.5. But does that mean we go? It looks to me like you fell through the high volume nodes. You're going to come to this one here at 51.6. It's just very likely based on the VR, VP, VPVR, however you want to call it. Let's put the lemon into the water here. Stay fresh. Stay hydrated. Wow. Wow, it tastes great. Got to be proper over here. But wow, that was amazing. Stay hydrated, everybody, all the time. Drink lemon water. Decalcify the pineal gland. That's why I'm doing it. Brings my body to alkalinity, which is also anti-cancer. Keeps myself at a good rate. You see why I have so much vibrance? My skin stays clear. Why I look young for 41 years old. You guys are like, oh, he's the same age as when he was 25. No. But double bottoming off of 55,005. Okay, let's get into the 3-day now. I go to the weekly to the 3-day. That's my go-to. You bet why? That's just what I do. Ah, my chubby finger. Chubby thumbs. Chubby thumbs. Ooh. I think I was on the Bybit chart. Yes, excellent. Okay, so could we triple bottom? There's a chance. We triple bottom off of 555s, right? 55,500. All right. We'll see. But what I see too is just a bigger, almost a bigger. It's just like could be making another descending triangle, go up and down, and then still dump to the downside. Extend this trend line. And you could say, hey, we could still be coming somewhere down to this $44,000 level. Not saying this is guaranteed, but it's starting to set up pretty bearish, if you ask me. And that would be a descending triangle that would break to the downside if you don't just start to break down to the 200 here. Where's your 2-day 200 MA? I mean, it looks like we may come fall down to that 2-day 200 MA. It has legs to the downside on the stochastics RSI. 3-day doesn't look amazing as well. So I'm just starting to piece together a story here for Bitcoin. All right. Let's now go to the daily chart. And again, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. No idea where Bitcoin's going to go. But remember yesterday, I gave you the bear flag, the descending triangle here on the 4-hour time frame, and said it was just barely retesting the bottom for the dump. And so far, that's what we got. Daily looks horrible too. Daily looks just horrible. And again, this was to me the symmetrical triangle that broke. And you barely retested the bottom and drop it to the downside. You're headed to the target of the descending triangle, which also coincidentally lines up perfectly with 47,500. So I just see a lot of bearish confluence here that's telling me that we're going lower. Moving averages get tight, you usually have a pretty big move. So daily bearish, right? Breaking out of the descending, the symmetrical triangle, right? And so then this like shoulder, head, right shoulder, you know, this looked like an M pattern. You came with resistance. I gave the short here on the 4-hour time frame. If you remember correctly, I gave you the short out of the bear flag when we lost the 200 MA. I said stop loss right above there, and you're in the money huge on that if you'd taken that. That took a long time to play out. I didn't have the patience. I was up here, I got out. We came back, I got in again, you know. I didn't want to see the gains come all the way back down. I got out of that first violent move on that first short. But we keep taking little short scalps, and then that bigger move yesterday to the downside. So I just want to, you know, point out I've been bearish since right there, really, since August 29th. Been pointing out that that was a bearish retest of the symmetrical triangle, and it really was. And that's why I remember I stayed true to the trend line. I said, don't start bending the trend line. And I talked about how you got to stay true to once you find it, stick to it. And I also said how the 45-degree angle tends to be the bottom. When you start changing this to a lower than a 45 degree, it tends to kind of lie about the pattern. Remember that. Those are key insights that I learned throughout time that you can't really get from anybody else. These are like key insights. It's like a carpenter who's touched the wood. He can tell you things that no one else knows. He actually has touched the wood. He knows. And to me, it was a fake dip. Came back inside and then completed the mission. Descending triangle to the downside. Bit of cat ears too as well. But overlook, and this is the trade that I gave yesterday on the live. Stop loss was there. Entry was there. And saying, can we get all the way down to 51,000 really is the target. And so far, this trade is beautifully in the money. You're in the money right now if you took the trade. And you could even move the stop loss to break even now and be fine. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But this is the trade I gave for free yesterday in front of the world. And you can say whatever you want. You can talk as much ish as you want. That trade is in the fat game. And you would not have been stopped out. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. I get to say that all the time. And see, I teach my students how to use stop losses that don't get hit. How to protect the purse in case, but still make sure you win, man. Pump it, y'all. And remember, you're not going to win every single trade. How you deal with your losses is the key to victory. But I mean, look at all that liquidity for BOOKMAP to the downside. Shout out to BOOKMAP. Link in the description below. What is BOOKMAP? It's a liquidity tracker showing us where most of the liquidity is today. You can see they want to take us down to 55,000. And so I see a move down to 55K and possibly into the $54,000 region. I could be wrong, but that's what I see happening. Now we move into the 1 hour chart. Bring this music down a bit here. I apologize for that. And you can see now we have heavy support that became resistance at 57,170. And then, to me, we're making basically another bear flag here that really just wants to take you down. And that will send us further to 54K. So Studio 54, can we get it up? I don't see any really good bearish, bullish divergence. Nothing here deterring my bears. And Sammy's a perma bear right now, right? You know me, I'm not a perma bear or a perma bull. I just look at the charts and show you what's happening. So this is the trade here too that I'm showing you right here. That is in the money of $53, 7% as we're sitting here on the day. So again, could we reverse? Could I be wrong? Anything could happen. But right now, this looks very likely. Let's take a look at the 15, the 7 to the 1, just in case. A good bullish divvy on the 15-minute, suggesting you could get a bounce, but I don't put a lot of faith in it. But there is a bullish divergence there. You are flat. Could you reverse Bart Simpson style? Kind of have to go on a limb here, but it's like shoulder, kind of head right shoulder. I don't know. It doesn't look amazing. Let's go to the 7-minute. Bearish div all over. And let's go to our 1. And you can see we're below the 200 MA on the 1-minute time frame too, which is a bearish sign. I'm staying bearish on the 1 hour time frame, suggesting that we dump and we roll over here. Once we connect to that 21, we continue to dump down to 54,000. I could be wrong. We could get a reversal. You know what? So be it if that happens. But so far, this is what I'm looking at for BTC. So, yeah. And I could kind of lay off Bitcoin. That's what I'm seeing for BTC. I gave you a live trade. I'm in the trade. Not much else I can do. I'm one of the only people you're going to see that I'm going to open or begin a trade almost every single day here with you. I'm not going to have the same trade open for weeks and show you an entry that maybe you couldn't find and show you how amazing I am. I'm going to show you every single day how to get in and out of the market, no matter what happens. All right? Every single day. So you can figure out how to day trade for a living. All right? Fluffies in my nose. Can't stand that. All right, so Bitcoin getting a little bounce there at 56.5, and it's been toying around in this area. Now, bullish scenario, somehow this 15-minute booms. This is kind of a cup and handle. You're in this kind of flag here, and somehow this flag breaks out. I don't see it as high probability, but it could happen, and then you would pump up through this gap, and you'd head back up to $58,000, right? That's why my trade, I'm risking 100 for 560. I am not going to be giving back yesterday's gains, but there's a chance you could reverse here. If the 1 minute would flip the 200 MA strongly and start a move up, there's a chance I would buy into it. But right now we're getting resistance at the 200 MA. As you can see, just a rejection right now as we speak on that 1 minute time frame. Okay. So I'm overly bearish on this flag, breaking down to at least 55.6 and then to 54,000. Okay? The probability tells me Bear City. You're the only one on YouTube who trades live every single day. Shout out to Ibna Ramanan. Trade against a machine. So looks like an inverse headed shoulder on the 15-minute break. 133. Close 15-minute candle above the bullish. Ave outperforming everything again. Pump and break. Bulls are weak. Yeah. Dude, your outfit is fantastic. Shout out to Nabjit Bora. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah. And remember, negative people get removed from the chat immediately. All right? If you're negative, I just remove you. I don't need it. I don't need the views if you're negative. Just not going to have it. Someone, my staff or me, will remove you if you're a negative individual. Sammy, would you please take a look at the CATDOG? I see it making an all-time high. I really would not want to. Thank you. Appreciate it, though. Yeah. Love you, but no thanks. Yeah. Someone just spit out their coffee. I know I made you laugh. I did it to make you laugh. I hope it made you laugh. Injective Sats, ORDI, Sui, Popcat. Wow, and ORDI still continuing its move here. BRC20 kind of getting a bit of a pump. It's interesting. Could we get to 100K by the 2025? It could happen. Bitcoin getting a nice little pump back to the upside here. Can we work the magic? I don't see it, but hey, you never know. So ORDI, look at what ORDI did. It broke above the 200 MA on the 1 hour, and now it's forming a flag. That looks like it's going to pump, but it's weird because like Bitcoin would almost have to pump for these coins to pump. But ORDI's doing its thing. People are getting back into BRC20, and some people are speculating that ORDI's going to come back with a vengeance, and I think they want to get in before everyone else realizes. I would watch ORDI with a stop here below the 200 MA. Chance that ORDI does damage seems like it would depend on Bitcoin, but Bitcoin tanked and this thing's still doing its thing. So interesting. ORDI to 37 looks something that I would put on the radar. Bitcoin getting a pump back to the upside to 56,580. And again, if you think about it, even though it's somewhat bearish on the unemployment, the JOLTS job report, the idea is we want bad job reports for the rate hike, and the rate hike's better for Bitcoin. So we got to believe all that right now. The temperament could change, but right now that's what we believe. That's the story, morning glory. You look at the target rate, and some people want that 47, that 50 basis point, but most people say we're going to get, just that 25 basis points. If we get 50, it'll be very bullish. The market will rip extra immediately. It'll be crazy. Stay tuned. Later on, we're going to have the founder, one of the, the VP of WEEX here, and he's going to offer you something pretty cool. So stay tuned for more. We're going to have the VP of WEEX on later on, though, on the stream. About an hour and a half here, hour and 10 minutes. Can't wait for that. So you guys stay tuned. It's going to be amazing. I don't think you're going to believe what's coming your way. So stay tuned for that. Let's take a look at the Fair and Greed Index sitting at 27 here. Not too shabby. I like it when it gets even lower, but that ain't bad. I'll take it. I am stashing some Tether here in case we do get that move to 54,000, 55K. I get some altcoins a little cheaper than I had them. Now we're only up a bean. They went up and down on this move here. Still not really, still not really buying it, but you never know. 15-minute could get us out of this. I'm willing to lose $100 to find out. Are you? That's my move. All right. Shout out to the channel sponsors, iTrust Capital. Great place to buy, sell crypto, gold, and silver with your IRA if you're looking into the future. If you're older, want to start adding, for retirement for your children. Or if you're younger, you want to begin it early. They have almost every coin in the game from TON, Avalanche, SHIB, Bitcoin Cash, Near Protocol, and more. And of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, but the mainstays here in the charts. And you can put your money in here 365 days a year. Pretty awesome. But, make sure you have a financial advisor. Ask your CPA about this. But you could, technically save for the future in Bitcoin. Pretty awesome with iTrust Capital. And we thank the constant sponsorship from iTrust Capital. We thank you. Okay. I gave you guys a coin that I really was into too yesterday that I'm going to be building some bags of. And we look at crypto bubbles, really not much out there. ORDI, again, the big winner of the day. Popcat, okay. but nothing else really getting too big. And really on the day, all red. On the week, all red. So it's been a tough week. Only on the hour have we had a few little coins turn up here into the green. ORDI does look interesting to me, though. I will post this to the group. If you're busy in the trading group, at work right now, working a forklift, some guys are on job sites right now. They're in cranes. You know, we're going to be able to show you what's happening no matter what. All right. Let's look at crypto rank here. Popular searches. Dogs keeps getting searched, but it got sold off hard. I did not chase. Starknet may have bottomed around that 30-cent region. Remember when it came out about 280. And Layer Zero keeps holding, you know, went up to 4, but it's been holding. Remember, it came out at $293. Compared to the rest of the market, it's been very, very strong. Celestia, okay, at $4. You know, I own some of that. Orderly Network, this is new. Orderly Network, up 3%. Really the only thing up in a week that I'm looking at. And then the most visited coins, Dogs, Tom Mark, Toncoin, IO.net, Starknet again keeps getting visited, Layer Zero, Arbitrum, Sonium, XRP, people paying attention, Ondo back to 57 and Solaire. So, wow. Anybody practicing in hamster combat on Ton? No, I think there's better things to do, but anyway. Hawks Boom in the 7-minute market cap was 30 yesterday. Same time, Sammy pulled it up for me. And then also the TDS went up. We talked about these yesterday. It's up 20% from the little flag that I drew there. Nothing to write home about. I'm not really, you know, but just it did happen. Bitcoin getting flushed with the pump there on the 15-minute showing sign, but, you know, really? You know, I won't even believe Bitcoin's somewhat bullish unless it gets back above this resistance, 57,500, you know. Then I will be like, okay, maybe. For now, it's just lackluster pumps and dumps inside the flag. I could be wrong. Watch this thing moving all the way to the upside. I know nothing but the fact about ignorance, but right now the probability says not to chase any type of pump right now. They're really just probably setting up short entries. I could be wrong. A lot of red up there, though. But the most red still is all the way to the downside. That liquidity takes you down to 55.2. Just like yesterday where they tried to play the market. Okay, so you pumped it up a little bit. 56.7. Only time will tell. I'm still bearish on this 1 hour time frame. I'm not buying the pump. I'm telling you right now, I'm not buying not one piece of this nonsense. 54K. And usually I'm not this adamantly bearish, right? You don't see me like that. But I'm just seeing what I'm seeing. Right? Okay. Beautiful times to be alive, man. Beautiful times to be alive. Okay. And then you go, is my scalp happening? I mean, we are above the 200 MA on the 1 minute, which I should take the trade every single time. You know, should take this trade every single time I see it. Likely to stop me out when I don't. Even now, I'm not taking that sauce right now. I'm just not buying it. Look how many times we get above it here, and it's lackluster. So, yeah. Shout out to the 1,552 people here, 440 likes. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. Let's see if we can get 1,000 likes before the stream ends this time. I know we can. We're the lifers, baby. We got this. While the short word, we could also scalp the 1 minute, right? Amen. Yep. Stick to your principles, Sam. It's a ball. Yeah. If the video live is 1K, WEEX CEO gets all 50 people on the stream right now. Yeah. Yeah. He goes, okay, short close, DXY dumping. Oh my gosh. Fickleness. Okay, dump it, Biddy. This is bearish. Yeah. I don't know what this guy keeps saying. Can you guys talk to this guy, Dawn Life? He keeps getting emails or something. I don't have time to pay attention to what he's saying. He's the only one saying this stuff. I don't know what's going on. I'm short on Bitcoin from 56.3. Wow, 56,750 getting the pump, though. The second I cross the 200, we always get a pump. I mean, not always, but like 90% of the time, we get a huge pump. Unsustainable away for the 21, but you're getting the 21 to cross the 200 MA. Did that there, too, though, and it just was unsustainable. You'd look for this to come crashing right back down and eat whoever just long that. And also, whenever you have Monday off, like Labor Day in the regular markets, the whole week gets thrown off. It really does. And let's look at Forex Factory. We have more coming our way this week. Today's Wednesday, so Thursday, we have unemployment claims at 8:30 in the morning. And then we have unemployment, non-farm employment change, and the unemployment rate at 8:30 on Friday. So those 2 days are going to throw a loop in the market too. So it would make me to hesitate from going too hard in those sections. So be careful. Pay attention, right? So yeah, the signal just let off. That was a scalp signal. But see how it turned red immediately back to the 21-day moving average, and just something that I see happening. I'm still bearish on the 1 hour. I'd rather lose in front of all you than change it up, right? And it's because the probability says not because I'm emotional. I don't care. It's not my emotions. The probability says we're going to the downside, and that's what I'm seeing. All right. Okay. Any other thing kind of squeaking by here? Remember, MPLX still on my radar. You might want to write that down. But nah, I'm just a speculative guy. So in the last 24 hours, Aave up 130, DeFi lending up a bit, Helium, Immutable X, Injective Protocol. So DeFi in the last 24 hours got a little bit of a move. Doc with Hat, a little bit of a move there, despite what Bitcoin's doing. So DeFi showing some life. Wow, huge pump for Bitcoin there. Again, once we cross the 200 MA, every single time on that 1 minute. And that is my signal right there to take. And I usually take it in front of you guys live. And if I did, I'd be in the money right now. Just wasn't feeling, I don't know why, just one time, but there it goes, right? To 57,000. Funny. He didn't take his own signal that he takes thousands of times. You know why? I won so big yesterday. I don't want to chase right now. I don't care if I don't make one trade today. You get it? I'm just not in the mood. Yeah. So like normally I'd be like FOMOing, but because I ate so fat, I'm like, whatever. Would have been a nice gain though. I'm probably down now on the other trade. And I could have flipped short immediately. So I got stopped out for $100 on that. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's just a stop hunt. I don't know. I'm not buying the moves today. I'm really not. Just gonna flush the price all the way back up? Maybe. I don't know. You're too far for the 21 now, which is unsustainable. But that is my model, to buy the second you break the 200 MA on the 1 minute. Did anyone take that for gains? I bet they did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyone feel like that? You ever hit such a big gain, the next day you don't really feel the same, like you want to trade? You know? So. Still short, remain short. Don't get emotional. Lifer would do a bearish scalp. Yeah, the other way, yeah. Yeah. This is the best of not coming back until November. I don't know. I took the long, no thinking, no emotions. Learn from Sam. Amen. Good times. Yeah. Just added to my short on that pump. Yikes. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, you know, I don't know. But you do whatever makes you happy. One big gain makes up many losses. Oh, yeah. So I took the trade with your signal and you did not. Kind of feel guilty now. It's okay. I don't have to every time, everybody. I'm moving. Yeah, you have to understand, I am moving in the next 2-3 days. My whole house is someone's coming to pack today. I got people doing the floors. My life is insane. The fact that I made, $2,500 yesterday is just amazing with all the stuff going on in my head. So I'm not stressed. I know that in the next few days I'll be fine, It wasn't a big trade to begin with. Not down a lot, amen. I'm watching bulls. Let's see if they get exhausted and boom, sweep in. This market is treacherous when moon. But that's why I love the 1 minute signal. I mean, you break the 1 minute 200 MA, especially when you see the 21 crossing, and bang, bang. Wow, they really, really, really flushed the shorts on that one. 57,170. And forgive me, I was short on the market. We were in gains, though. Had you taken the trade, at one point you were in gains. I have to put that out there. Had you moved your stop loss to break even or what you're willing to list, you can't really, the trade was in gains. All right. You're losing because of yourself. If you're losing because of someone else, you're a loser, okay? Because that means you blame other people for your life, and that is a loser mentality. No winner ever blamed anybody else for their wins. So why the heck would I blame you for my losses? See, the funny, people go on vacation and go, look at me, boo. I'm out here in Cancun. And it's all about them, right? And their wins. Whenever they win, it's all them. Whenever they lose, it's someone else's fault, right? So you got to take blame for your wins and your losses and stop being a loser, okay? Yeah. I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you? Yeah. Best channel for TA and mental training, amen. Big gains equal big calls, my man. It's all Sam's fault for my wins, exactly, right? I took the long, got stopped out of the short. It did more E-money on the long scalp. Thank you, Sammy, for the 1 minute teaching. Yep, and I should have flipped long. I just didn't feel like being crazy today. My gains are the lifers' gains. All I know was learned here. Join the 99. We love you, brother. We love you. You made me lose my short. Funny. Bond yield returned to normal. That's the pop in Bitcoin. And that's a good point, too. The bond yield returned to normal. Yeah, it is unofficially pumping, you know what I mean, in a weird way right now, you know. But that's why the people that were in the short yesterday and didn't take profits, they're getting eaten alive now. And you know what I'm saying? So, was a bit of a double bottom there, too. You see it? And again, we got above the 200 man in the 1 minute. I teach everybody to be cautious there. You know. Was long after seeing the influence you had of your, yeah. Sam Price, we vote best crypto mentor of the year. Shout out to Miles the Mob. Thank you. And let's get the belt out there. Where's the belt? Yeah, this belt literally says best technical analyst of 2023. And we're going for it again this year. Best technical analyst of 2024. But we bring the pain, man. We bring the belt. More calls on a daily basis than probably any channel. More constant viewership than any other channel. The biggest streams consistently than any other channel, really, in all of crypto YouTube, man. Like, we are taking the cake here. People know our name, the lifers, man. Up to 1,800 people on a stream every single day in the bearish of the summertime. It's not even a hot, big pumping time, and we're bringing in the views. We're carrying this industry right now, straight up. I get the industry on my back like Jadakiss did. We put hip-hop on his back, straight up, man. Like, every single day, we don't take a day off. We dedicate our lives to crypto. You can say whatever you want about me. I dedicated my life to this game. There's nothing more important than my family, God, and cryptocurrency, and my YouTube channel. That's what it is, baby. Wow, that long is just booming. I should have taken it. I can't believe I didn't take it. It's the one you don't take that gets you every time. But I'm emotionless. There's always another trade. There's always another time. It's okay. Been wrong shows that you're human. Admitting that you're wrong shows growth in character. Amen. Still short for 57.5, but have great risk management on this trade. Not freaking out. Just relax and go with the flow. Long, baby. Pibble Rick and you're funny, man. Can we challenge other trading groups to trading wars? Yeah, why not? I don't see why not. If you didn't from the trade, it ain't your trade. Amen. Yeah. Closing a candle over the 7-minute 200 MA now. Ooh, that's actually a spicy call for me. So hold on, let me get back into brass tacks here. Yeah, so the 5-minute just cracked the 200 with the 21 not too far away. That suggests we could get launched. So the 1 minute just did this. I am chasing a little bit there though. Where's the 15? I don't know though. Yeah, 15 minutes says it's going to continue to pump when you cross that. That's the smooth moving average right there. The SMMA, right? And then once you cross that, you're going to fly. You see? That's a 4-to-1. I'm not taking it yet, so just hold your horses over here. I'm just taking a look. We're going to likely full port this 5,000 for 17,000. We're going to show you how to make about 20 racks in like 10 minutes here. Let's go, baby. Let's go. No, I'm just... 1 hour to it in May, battling its SMA. Take the long, right? Well, now you're above the smooth moving average. It's a little late now, though. Too late. I'd be already taking profits if I was in a long moving stop to break even. Somewhere down here, you know. You are breaking the smooth moving average. Wow, 57.5, man. What a boom. And there's my signal again on the 1 minute. Dang, man. Ah, that's such a crusher. Normally, I just would have shown up, hit that live, and then walked away, right? And don't just copy and paste trades. Yeah. That liquidity for the bulls came out from nothing. Yeah, go short so we can eat you up. All right. Maybe it continues, just not in a straight line. Wow, that was crazy. Now, I got to get the 21 back to price action before I run in there. So I want to see the 21-day moving average coming back to price action on the 5. If that happens without losing the 200 MA, we have ourselves a trade, you know. And so I got the trade ready to rock. I'm going to enter it at the right time. You'll know. I'll know. We dump after hitting 15-minute 200 MA. We'll take a look. That's also possible. That's too far away from the 21 now. Like, that was unsustainable. Really just a short squeeze. Just wanted to get anyone who was short, right? I told y'all since the start, it's long. Hey, man. I can't stand people that do the whole I told you stuff. Yeah. Put you on timeout for the rest of the day. It just gets on my nerves, man. And you know what? I don't like things that get on my nerves. So, sorry. Yeah. It's just corny, man. You know what I mean? Can you grow up? I told you, like, It's like anyone could say whatever they want on the live, like, and then when it happens, they can say, I told you. I don't know why. It gets on my nerves more than anything in the world. It's like a pet peeve of mine. Right? There's just so many ish runners, man, running their mouth. Like, it just gets, it gets to me sometimes. I'm sorry. Shout out to the 1,700 people here on the live. Bang, bang, bang. Dang, bro, I was long, went short with you. You should have stayed long and stayed to your stuff, man. See, that's what you got to learn. You learned your lesson now, you know. Billy in the house. Shout out to Sin Game, Zachary Gilbert, Tony Rosas, Crypto King, Alex Garcia, and all the beautiful people here on the live. Those are the type of people who get dopamine hits when one person likes their tweets. We're going to hit 57,430. I told you so. You're funny, man. No disrespect. And I all love. Yeah, I did say I told you so because I gave the actual trade and I stayed on it. But this guy just saying something out of nowhere. You get what I'm saying? It's different than in the trading group than when I'm on a live. I can say whatever I want in my trading group. I can say I told you. See that? You don't get it. It's my show. I can say I told you so. He can't say that. I can say it. Don't you understand now? Do you get it now? It's his channel too, though. If you're giving them attention, they have won. Ignore them until they get feed. See, now I shouldn't even have given you attention. Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Sorry for the request, but it's time to buy XEV and Uki. Oh, come on, man. Don't bring up Verge coin. Please don't do that. No. Don't bring it. You really saw Verge coin. Verge coin is like, no way. No. Dang, man. 5-minute breach to 200 MA. All my strategies are right there in front of me. I just want this to come back to the 21 before I chase. So violent, though. What a violent move back to the upside. Yeah. All right, I'm going to stop reading the chat unless it is a super chat. I can't handle it today. I'm only doing fan funding, so if you want me to read it, type it in here. I just, just for the moment. I'll come back, but right now I just can't. It's too much. It's too much. Okay, Vibrance, yes. Looking young, a little cap. Thank you. Appreciate that. I think that, I guess. Thank you, Mr. 100. All right. So I'm waiting for the 21 to catch up to price action before I decide to chase. It could go up or down. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but one of these two things is going to happen. 21 could interact. Stochastics could reset. And then Sammy may have himself a move here to the upside. Beautiful short squeeze to the upside that we usually got on my channel almost. Remember, we were getting a short squeeze on my channel every single day for a long time. I added the candles. It looks kind of cool. You might not want them. Where did I add those, though? I even forget where I added those. I think right here I added candle bodies somewhere in here. Should know how to turn them off, but I forget. I never had them on before. I thought it was interesting. It's like enable candles. One of you guys will probably tell me, oh yeah, you put it over here. I mean, they got Python API. They got so much stuff going on here. Pretty crazy. What is market pulse? See, there's liquidity marker. There's so much going on. So breaking back above the smooth moving average, I am now possibly going to flip bullish. I see signs to flip bullish on the smaller time frame. It was a clear bear flag as far as I'm concerned. So I feel no problems with getting stopped out of a bear flag. You're not supposed to long a bear flag, so it's okay. I do know, though, when you break above the 200 MA on the 1 minute to long, and I didn't take my own sauce. Wow, they keep pressing this thing like it's unsustainable, man. When you get this far away from the 21, it's unsustainable. Yeah. I never chase those. It just 15 minutes getting too far away from the 21. Yeah. Well, you did just breach. Wow, now you breached the smooth moving average. Like this is weird to me when you start getting this too far away from the 20. It's just it tells me to be careful. I know not to chase that. You'll want to chase it so bad, but trust me, it's just, I'd rather give up gains than chase. All right. Hey there. Is there a way to give you a capital and earn profit on your trades or something like that? Thank you. No, never. Don't ask me anything like that. I don't want to take any money from anybody. Never. You got to learn how to trade your own, man. Yeah. If everyone did that, then I'd be basically a hedge fund and people would be giving me all their money. You get it? So many people have already wanted me to start a hedge fund, from accountants that I know to lawyers. They all surrounded me. Sam, why don't you just take all our money and we'll start a hedge fund with you and I'll get this guy to get in. And they all surrounded me, and it was like that's all they wanted me to do for a long time. People want to use my brain to make gains. And so I'd rather give it to you guys. The rich people already have enough. All right. TMO stock from the master himself. TMO stock, Thermo Fisher. We'll take a look at Thermo Fisher. Wow, this thing continues to plow. Unsustainable pump. Very strange, on a Wednesday after, like if that just continues to pump, I'll be honest, in my lifetime, very rare I've seen the price pump this far away from the 21-day moving average on the 5-minute time frame. Like this is actually a very strange anomaly. To me, it's a violent crash the more this goes on. So I refuse to chase. I just refuse. Not going to happen. I will not jump in. It's got to make a flag at one point that gives me a probability. It's got to come back. It can't just do whatever it wants. Okay. Eventually, you're coming back to the 21 now. What you want to do, though, is still have this idea ready to go. 59, even 958 now. I like. $734. And he wants TMO, Thermo Fisher. I don't even know what that is. Let's take a look at it. Thermo Fisher Scientific on the New York Stock Exchange. I think you added a C there. I don't think there's a C in there, my friend. Okay. I mean, that looks really nice right off the bat on the 1 hour time frame, like it's going to pump. Tight moving averages and bouncing off the 200 MA right off the bat. That's a bull pennant. 68% chance that that's going to break out right off the bat. And then you start your support of resistance levels, right? Now, I know nothing about this. I'm not buying into it at all. Someone just asked me to go over it. But so right off the bat looks okay. Let's go to the weekly. While the weekly also looks like they've been like, I don't know, pumping this thing to the upside, and it looks like it fell out of the pattern, got back inside, and it has legs. So this thing is super bullish on the weekly. Looks like it's consolidating for more. Let me look at my 3-day chart. 3-day chart just says, hey, it may kind of go sideways for the next couple months. But it definitely tried to leave the pattern, got back inside, and it's showing some strength. Like right there. And then the shoulder, head and shoulder above the 200 MA in the 3-day chart. Your daily looks like it's... Daily looks like you're going to come back down at the bottom of the channel. So you have this ascending triangle. And you got some support or resistance. So here, either you come to the bottom of the channel. Chance this breaks out, though. You want to be extra conservative. You wait for it to break 624 and retest for the target of 732. At the end of the day, I'm more bullish than bearish. It looks like it's headed higher. I like these consolidated patterns, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did dump. Watch your 1 minute, the 1 hour. If it loses the 200 MA, you're headed to the bottom of the pattern. The daily suggesting that you're going to end up somewhere back down here. But it is getting tight in the channel. Wait for the breakout on the retest if you want to be extra cautious. That target take you to 732. All right. Wow, it's an unsustainable movement. Wow, man, one of the bigger pumps I've ever seen for Bitcoin on my signal too, which is craziness. Absolute craziness. And I just took a little tiny humble short thinking they were going to continue it down, and I might as well just take a little nibble. Crazy, right? And had I stuck to my own model, which I always do, you would have been like, oh, I'm taking it along in front of everyone, and I would have looked great. See, I have to deal with that now for the rest of the day. I have to be like, why didn't I take my model in front of the world? Why'd I be so stupid? But like, there's always something I could beat myself up for, but there's always something I can also be grateful for. I'd be like, you know what? Well, we had 1,800 people in the live. It was a big number. We had 600 people who liked the like. You know, it was an amazing live stream, and I got to start getting back into the positives, telling myself everything's going to be fine. But if I get in my head, I will destroy myself. I'll break myself down, and then I eventually could get myself so negative and so depressed I could never come back to this live again. And you'd be like, Sam, who? Crypto Lifer, what? That guy? Oh, yeah, that guy used to be an awesome trader. I haven't seen him in months. I think he got depressed and went off into some deep, you know? My whole life depends on me being positive and pushing forward every day. If I'm not positive and I don't push forward, it's not happening for me. You get it? I'm going back to work for someone else. I'm always on the tightrope of being successful or playing games. And that's why I stay disciplined and I work out every day and I keep that work ethic, because I gotta stay in the pocket. Nobody's gonna hand me a paycheck. Nobody's there for me. I don't have a boss to walk into and just walk into work. It's not how it works. I made my own destiny. I created it. So now I have to keep it moving. Now I got employees, staff, and wife, and I have a support system, and we did build something amazing. But every single day, you got to keep pushing, right? Success is something that you're always working on. It's not something you stop. Success is something that you're always working on. So completely unsustainable bump away from the 21-day moving average. Unbelievable. Like here was unsustainable. There. This white line has to come back to price. And you think I'm crazy. You're like, no, it doesn't, Sam. It's just going to continue to bump. If it does, fine. That would be the weirdest thing ever. And I'll lay down and say, all right, it's an anomaly today. But unlikely. Wow, look at that easy play, though. I mean, you ever get into the 5 and just not one red candle? Just took 5-7 red candles, green candles in a row? Let's take a look at the DXY and see what's happening here. But it seems to be getting a pretty nasty dump to the downside. So if you remember correctly, we've been watching the DXY in this bigger, what I say is a symmetrical triangle. And it has a measured move to the downside, which it has been headed towards 88 this whole time. And it keeps losing those key levels. It has one last support zone it's headed to at about 99.78. And if you remember correctly, we had this in a bear flag. It's below the 200 MA and it's overbought, and this thing looks like it's about to take a tumble. That's a good sign for Bitcoin as the daily's about to collapse for the DXY further down. Down. And we talked about this being a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder. We talked about losing the 200 MA on the daily and how that was something that we want to see happen. 4 hour also lost it, still inside these flags, but looking bearish as heck. I see this making a bear flag and continuing lower to 98. Once we lose that psychological 100, it's going to be a pretty big deal. So even if I miss the move, doesn't mean I can't catch the next one. It's about preparing for the next move, staying positive and not even thinking about what just happened. Saying I'm the opportunity, not these 5 candles that just played out. Because if you FOMO right now, you're saying, oh, those 5 candles are the opportunity. I'll never get into another trade today. And that's just not true. And today could be one of my bigger trading days. Maybe I make a $5,000 trade today. You never know. You know, today might be one of my milestones in trading. I might break through a psychological barrier that has been holding me back. Something big could happen to me today. I believe in it. But if I don't believe in it, nothing big is happening to me. It's all about my mentality that's going to create that thought process. You want to work out. Do you ever wake up not motivated to work out? You work out anyway. Why? Motivation follows action, not the other way around. Once you start moving around, once you take action, the motivation will follow and you'll start to feel motivated. I know a bunch of people FOMO'd into this because they couldn't control their emotions. It was hard. Each green candle that opened made me want to open up a trade. But I know not to open trades away from the 21-day moving average because I am a logical trader that does not use emotion. So I'm waiting for this to come back before I decide to even think of opening a long. All right? Super important things to think about when dealing with these ideas. Oversold here, overbought on the 5 minute as well. All right? BTC spot on Bybit, right? So I'm waiting for this price action to come back now, likely down to 57,176. Okay? And let's take a look at BOOKMAP. Where is most of the liquidity still? So they faked this out. I mean, they had a chunk of liquidity below us. And they really erased it all. They did. It was all yellow and red down here, and it looked nice and chunky. They, spoofed it, deleted it, and then shrugged the price to the upside. Now, my 200 MA move on the 1 minute is the greatest way not to get duped because, you're going to be able to figure out exactly what they're doing. It's crazy, right? And you don't even have to know. You just have to be consistent in what you do. So I've learned by being consistent in what we do, we can find a way not to be duped but by what they do. It all comes into play over time, right? And I am moving, man. Ron should be here today, I believe. He might even be here right now. I don't know. I didn't even look. I think he would probably come and wave from the door and be like, what up? But Ron should be here today. He's a lifer. He's the man. And only lifers are allowed to touch my personal belongings and help me move. No one else can help me except for lifers. That's it. I don't trust anyone else with my stuff. It's lifers or nobody. All right. This does look somewhat of a sustainable move later on today. It would be pretty nice. I mean, again, I'm a perma bull for Bitcoin in a way, you know what I mean. In the long term, I want to see Bitcoin pump. Wow, though, look at all that liquidity down there, and they just kind of was like, they didn't go down there. He still got 55 too, though. This guy's still there, but he might have not got the memo and just kind of been left to the wayside. So this white line here is the smooth moving average. I would type in the SMMA and get to know it. I would research it, find out more, and say, what is a smooth moving average? Why should I look into it? It's as simple as Googling an SMMA and writing, what is an SMMA? And everything's going to be there for you immediately. All right. So my go-to model that I trade every single day, today's one of the few days that I didn't take it in front of everybody. And it played out better than almost any other time that I've taken it. That's going to hurt today, but I have to just shrug it off and tell myself, you know what? It's good that you all see me do human stuff. right? People started thinking I was a bot that never makes a mistake. I make mistakes. Today I did it. I should have taken my model and I didn't. And now I have to look like a guy that woulda, shoulda, coulda in front of the world. And it kind of doesn't feel good. I'll be honest. Because I'm a man of action and I didn't take the action. Because I didn't take the action, I don't get the reward. Learn from me. Learn from my pain. Learn from my anguish. Hey, Sam, you should have made this long. I'm going to go hang out with Chris and laugh at you now while I watch YouTube. My name's Peter Griffin. When I watch YouTube, I laugh at Sham when he doesn't get the 100, 200 May. What a fool. He backtested it for years and still didn't take it. He showed everybody that it plays out. Still thought it was better to short the market. Sham, what's wrong with you? Hey, Alois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, my name's Peter Griffin. No, so this is likely going to come further down to the 21-day moving average here. This is what we want. That's why you never chase the gap away for the 21, because you're going to close that gap. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time you can close the gap there, son. And they're going to get you. It's only a matter of time. A matter of time. Only a matter of time. So we'll see. But it is only a matter of time, right? I take it one day, one moment, 1 hour, one candle at a time. Is this sustainable back down to the 21? And see, look, everyone else that was going to jump in, they're like, well, this guy is teaching me how to watch price action. He knows what time frame to look at in it. He knows what moving averages to add. He knows what support or resistance to be paying attention to. He knows how to use the VRVP. Who is this guy? What is he doing over here? His name's Sam Price. He's been trading since I was 23 years old, really on and off. I'm 41. That's 18 years of playing with charts and markets and getting in, getting out. You know how many trades I've made in my life? I don't know, 30,000 or something crazy. So learn from people that do things every single day if you want to get good at something. You know, find someone that does what you want to do every day publicly in front of the world and get to know that idea. Watch them, learn from them. If they have one-on-ones, I would take a one-on-one. I give one-on-ones. They are $300 an hour, but you think 1 hour with me will change your life? I'm doing a one-on-one tomorrow. I think I had to move it today. It was from 3 to 4, but I have to pick up my daughter at that time. Unsustainable schedule, right? Okay, so moving forward, let's break down another idea here. We're going to take a look at Tether dominance, all right, and Bitcoin dominance. But we want to see Tether dominance dropping like a fly, right? USDT.D. Now, yesterday we said it was going to, try to make a move here to the upside, and it did that. But now it's kind of inside of a rising wedge flag. I'd like to see this 4-hour break down back to this lower area here. All right. Like, can you head all the way back down to here? Would be likely. All right. That's what I would like to see. But you never know. Right. Excellent. I just want to make sure that that was ready to go there where I needed it later on. We're going to have the VP of WEEX on later on. He's going to hook us up. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a big deal. I can't wait. And I can't wait for what he's going to say, what he's going to do for us. He's super happy with our community. You guys, you've helped him out. You've helped his business, right? He became the VP and he said he was going to grow that business. And, he found our community and we created a really good relationship, right? He helped grow my business, helped grow our business together, helped find a great place to trade where we didn't have to spend tons of money on fees. And, gave us an alternative to MEXC when some people needed it at the right time. And it just, it really, really came through. So I'm loving it. You should be loving it too. And it really was a win-win for everyone involved in the situation. So let's see where this goes and continue the positivity and the love in the business. So I'm excited to see what happens here with Andy today at about 11:45, about 20 minutes from now, maybe even less. 30 minutes from now. All right. The U.S. Tether dominance looks to want to bend down here on the 4-hour time frame. To me, it is kind of a rising wedge, right? Symmetrical triangle almost in a way. Not amazing. And overbought stochastics, let's take a look at our 1 hour. So the 1 hour looks like you're just kind of sideways here. So it looks like we're going to go sideways, and then we want to see the bears retest. And eventually, if Bitcoin is bullish, we're going to want to see Tether dominance take a fall. Because people aren't going to stack Tether if they believe Bitcoin is going to pump. They're going to be running out of Tether like it's the word, like it's the plague. They're like, we don't want Tether. We want nothing to do with that Tether. We want that bitty Bitcoin, right? Still babysitting this flag here until it comes in. Good thing you did not, a lot of people would have chased there. Not understanding how flags are made and how price action works. But I know how price action works. I've been watching it for a long time. I can teach you if you listen, all right? But you can also talk ish and, make fun of me when I lose a trade, and then you won't learn anything. But it's up to you. That's actually funny. I probably would do that at one point too if I was immature, and probably a time in my life where I'm like, look at that guy. He lost a trade. What a loser. But I'm not that guy anymore. But, we've all been there in life, I think, and been low frequency. I think that's how you become high frequency. You know what it's like to be low frequency. Some people have been angels from the start. That was not me. All right? That was not me. I had a couple bad bones I had to get rid of, right? In order to become who I needed to become in life. And I'm sure that is, the case for many. Okay. I like to show you something else here on the channel, but I've been having an issue with token metrics in the Astro NFT. But I just like to show you if there's anything trending today that looks hot. Cool to see DeFi kind of making a bit of a comeback. And I like to see that. And good to see Aave doing its thing. All right. There we go. Nice connection. Everything got done exactly right today. How did I know not to chase right there? Because you were too far from the 21-day moving average. Unsustainable. Beautiful pump, though. That's why I would have sold had I been in the trade, right? So the 21 also teaches you exactly when to take profits. It's such a beautiful thing to do. And most trending is apes, quick, cat, and dogs. Funny, right? Apes, quick, cat, and dogs. So apes. Apes on MEXC, huh? So brand new project just came out. The 4-hour looks like it could bounce bullishly out of this flag. Again, high risk, high reward. This is a brand new project. I like the 2-hour time frame. I mean, this thing looks bullish to me. See how it's consolidating with tight moving averages? I don't know anything about this project. I'm just a TA guy. I don't have any of this, so I don't know. But that looks like it could make a pump to the upside for sure. Apes. Interesting. Apes. USDT there. Wow. Right. And shout out to MEXC. MEXC is a good place to trade as well with 0.1 to 0.2 spot taker fees. And you gotta love WEEX though, that also comes in, it's a pretty good job coming in there, making it sustainable with the fees. And what I like about WEEX, right, the most, is it has a very fast, and honestly, sometimes I just open up the WEEX here too, but it has a very fast responsive system when it comes to the stop losses, moving what you need to like I'm going to show you here. Lower risk, it makes me want to take the trade here, even though we're waiting on that 5. I mean, things look pretty nice here. 21, everything kind of getting together. Looks like we may continue this squeeze further to the upside. They didn't really build much liquidity above us, I'll tell you that. They still got this 55, and this guy's sitting at 47,000. Dang. I guess I'll wait and watch my 5-minute. I was getting a little antsy and wanted to jump on in there. Right? I was taking a look at this other thing. Always keeping, see, I got 18 cash. I'm always keeping some cash in the sidelines here. What was that I was looking at there? Apes? What is this apes coin? Right? I don't know nothing about it. I'm going to throw $500 on it and see what happens. All right. Compared to everything else, it seems to have a buzz. It's brand new. So we'll see what happens. And again, I'm willing to lose $500. Whatever. We'll see what goes on. So I just snatched some apes in this. It's very tight. Pump up. Could I make $500? What if I make $500 today? It goes up 100%. If I don't, it could easily go to zero. No worries. That's a pretty speculative idea there on a very low volume coin, but you never know. Apes, who knows? I like it though. It's trending here on token metrics. So, and I really like the TA. So, trending on token metrics, TA playing out, but very, very high risk. Understand that. I could easily lose. So, very, very high risk. And I don't know anyone. I promise you, I don't know the people that did that. No one, no one's like, hey, buy apes. I don't do that stuff. Organically, inorganically. I don't couple myself with anyone else besides I Trust Capital, Decrypted.tax, right? The best place to do your taxes by far. Okay, get yourself a free consultation. Learn more. Get educated so you can understand what's happening and do your taxes the right way. It's awesome. And Houdini Swap. Houdini Swap is a great place where you can transact freely between 4,000 tokens across all chains. You can go from Solana to Sui to SEI, SEI to Blast. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. But they got it all, man. And it's pretty awesome. So I'm excited. And look at that, 653. We were wanting to see that hit that 650 region on its way to $700 million in swap volume. It's going to be a pretty big deal. And they sponsored the channel. We greatly appreciate that. Shout out to Houdini Swap. And we thank you so much for being a part of the fam. All right. So we found some little coin here. This looks interesting. It's starting to look somewhat sustainable here on the 5-minute time frame. Like things are looking really a little more bullish than they should be. This 1 minute is looking like it's may break out of this flag to the upside. We didn't chase. We waited for some type of flag first. And I'm on the USD pair. I was about to say, am I on the USD pair? Because I don't want to be. I want to be on the Coin M Perpetual. USDT. Another thing too is usually I'm in when we cross the 200 MA and I'm out right now, and I don't really care about anything else at that point, right? Wow, it looks like we're getting some price action here though. 59,001, 57,186. I'm going to snatch the long there, limit in, all right? You limit in and then drag yourself back above price action and you're in there like swimwear. Same thing here, all right? Similar trade if we're on weeks. We're going to put the take profit at 59,058, a little higher there. Stop's going to be somewhere at about what? Like, let's take a look what we can get away with. I don't like how there's no real like strong holding place in between. Like we could easily just get hit off like right in the middle there. Like easily. I'm going to wait for this one to come down a little bit. A little overbought on the 1 minute. Kind of looks like a higher low that may dump on me actually. We all know the model flash time to get in was then, in my humble opinion. A little bit of a chase. I don't want to be too chasey there. 433. I want to wait for the stochastics to reset first on the 1 minute. We could dump right to this 200 MA and just get kicked off right now. So, yeah, like I'm not. I'm about to bail that flash close. Yeah, I don't. Sorry. Indecisive because I didn't take my model, so now I'm kind of like, but there's a chance this plays out. I just want it to be perfect, and I don't want to lose like $200-300 for no reason. So I do that a lot. So not a lot, but here and there I will flash close something for a very small loss just to kind of reset my mind, just so I'm not caught up in a trade I don't want to be in. That alone can get your mind off, and then you won't make the right decision when it's time to make the right decision. I've learned that. Like being in the wrong trade at the wrong time, influences you to be in to miss the right trade at the right time, you know. And I've learned a lot of these horrible lessons value. You guys see me have to do them live, right? And I told you, I got a lot on my mind the last couple days. I'm moving, so it's gonna take me about a week to settle my brain. It's just I'm a human being, right? I'm picking up all my belongings and putting them somewhere else. Like, again, it's not far away, and I'm telling myself it's not a big deal, and it's not. But you never know, you know. I'm getting mixed vibes as well. Still pretty much too far away from the 21-day moving average. Hugging the SMMA though. Energy. Let me get back into the super chat and see what people were saying here. And that's it. They stopped right there at TMO. That was it, huh? Interesting. All right. Stress is stress. Good luck with the move. God bless. Amen. A short looks good. The only regret you have in the next 8 months is that you didn't buy more. Amen. My win rate is tanked for that reason, Sam. I disengage from trades often. Small wins, small losses, big wins. Exactly. Small wins, small losses, big gains. Yeah. I tend to still have a pretty good win rate over time, but I'm super anal about it. You know what I mean? I'll go like 10 straight. But also, I'm not going for the bigger wins that you are. You know what I mean? Flopping. Like, you know, I tend to just kind of chip away and then not lose a lot and then hit a bigger gain, you know? Yeah. Can you look at Ton? The founder got released, but the chart's still looking quite bearish. Yeah. He said CatDog was crazy today. I don't know, man. I don't get excited by meme coins pumping. It does nothing for me. Because I know that 99.9% of them are garbage. So, like, it's like if you told me that, you know, like if you went to some pound and 99% of the dogs bit you, but then you went and you pet a dog and it didn't bite you and you got excited. That's kind of what I get when people get happy when a meme coin pumps. It's like, oh, you know, 1 out of the 100 dogs didn't bite me. Oh, I'm so happy. It's like, come on, man. And you know how many people got wrecked for you to win? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, so many people had to take a shot, or how many people picked the wrong meme or didn't get into a meme. I don't know. They get on my nerves a little bit because I'm a mathematical guy, and it's like, not everybody's going to win that. It's not sustainable. You know, again, trading isn't sustainable. Not everyone's going to win either because you need some people to lose and some people to win, but it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, as long as you get a massive win at the right time, it doesn't matter. It's about moving the portfolio up over time. That's all that matters. All right. You know, and you're competing with yourself, nobody else. Remember, as a trader, you're competing with yourself, nobody else. You know? Like I'm looking at my win rate for the week, and, you know, it's been 4 days, and, you know, we lost 150, we lost 15. Today could be a nice $500-700 win. We don't know what's going to happen today. 7-day P&L up $2,000, but that's just the beginning. It's like grabbing the 7 days, but, you know, and you're just, you know, we're going to make this month a green month, dude. That's it. You know? Memes, pure gamble. That's it. Yeah, I don't mess with memes. I've been holding shit for 3 to 4 years, and that's it. Maybe it'll work again. You never know. Yeah. And so now we're getting the sustainable move back to the 21-day moving average. I knew this pump was unsustainable. I thought we were going to start it here, then there, then there. As it started to go, I was like, man, is this going to be some anomaly I've never seen? Which I'm always open-minded, but it's unlikely. You see what I'm saying? It's unlikely. Just buy waffles at Myro and chill on spot. I do like Myro. I hold some Myro. Yeah. Today's stream just made me respect you a lot more, Maz the bot. I have no idea why, but thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. I don't know what I do to make you respect me more. I thought every day I was trying to be respectful. But I've been putting on memes from a mix of being in the trenches and the mentality I've learned from you. I've been printing on memes from a mix of being in the trenches and mentality, and I've learned from you. Good for you, man. I can't. It's not for me. That's not sustainable for me. And I have too much money that I can start throwing endless money at them. And so I can be like 4 grand, 5 grand, 7 grand. And it's just like, and I look back a lot and I'm always like, no, stop. It's like walking into a furniture store. I just buy everything in the damn place. Like, give me that chandelier and that over there. And yeah. Will those pillows work? Enough. You know what I mean? Good signs of a rate cut of the September. This caused the pump started the moment those figures were released. Last pump for liquidity grab, then dump. Anything could happen, man. Yeah. Nothing's unexpected because it wasn't unexpected because I trade when we break the 1 minute 200 MA, we get a big pump. And we broke the 1 minute 200 MA and we got a big pump. So like, I wasn't unexpected to me at all. Maybe unexpected to you guys, but not to the lifers. The lifers, the way we teach and the way I go over this stuff, this was sustained. This looked like it was coming. This looks like a big flag is coming our way now. I could see this thing doing numbers. Get the papers, get the papers. Numbers over here. They call them numbers. Look, that's 144 for 644. Sustainable trade. You know, if I traded that 10 times and lost it 7 times, I'd still be up. I treat it like a perp. I'm not only balling Sammy yet, but I'm risking for the biscuit so I can catch you. Appreciate you, man. Amen, dude. Hey, man, catch me, go above me. Just make, you know, you don't have to, I mean, I guess I always had someone I was kind of like competing with in my head, but at the end of the day, we compete with ourselves, right? That's the main person you're competing with is yourself. All right? Always when you're, you know, because like every single, if I compare myself to anyone else, I'm losing my own stride. I'm losing like that piece that I got going, that I've been working on. I want to take these trades. I want to 72 for 37. I go smaller ball on this one. I just want to make $300 3 times a today, and if I can do that with this pump, so be it. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm not a big shot. I never said I had to be. Remember, you don't have to impress anybody with your wins. You just got to have more money than you started with at the end of the year. Okay? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not saying you should be taken as such, but that to me is the goal. There's someone who may have way bigger gains than you 6 months into the year. And they may be up 100 grand, 200 grand, 500,000, and you may be up like 6 grand. And you know what? That person might go all in at the end of the year, break even, or be up or be down 10 grand, and you'll be up your little 20, 30,000 on your smaller account. And who made more money that year? You know what I mean? You did. So don't compare yourself to the whales, these big guys and people that throw big gains around. It's fun. I think it's awesome. And when someone does that, I have respect the balls out of them. When they hold a big trade, I don't want to put that down. I think it's awesome. All right, and I'm not, you know, and I would love my trade to get bigger. That's the point we want to. But don't get discouraged. I don't want the new traders out here to get discouraged by what you see happening out in front of you and around you on a daily basis. All right. Let the trades come to you. Let the learning figure itself out. Just keep being consistent with your learning, and everything's going to play out over time. You got to be consistent with your learning, and things are going to play out over time. But you got to be, I'm going to say it again, consistent with your learning. Show up every day. Learn something new every day. Push forward every single day. Add something that you didn't know the day before today. Okay? I learn something new every day. Constantly finding information that expands my knowledge and gets me going. All right? Every day there's something we can learn, something we can push towards, something we can find, something that can inspire us and get us going. All right? You're the opportunity. You got to get yourself in the mindset, in the habit of believing that you attract the opportunity into your life. Once you believe that, then it becomes true. Okay? And once it becomes true, you actually start doing it. Once you start doing it, you see the results. You're now in control. Your thought process has now controlled your reality. So your thoughts do control your reality. I made it practically clear just with the example I just gave you. Think it through. Everyone thinks when you go through mental training that it's this like figurative fantasy land that no one ever can see, but it's real. Like your thoughts are more physical than you realize. They change the inner workings of your brain, which changes how you feel, which changes your emotions, which do change the world. The world's created by men and women who feel emotions, feelings, and have thoughts. All those thoughts molded the world around you and everything that you interact with. Okay? Every building you see was a thought in a man's mind that he could, and then he built it into something bigger. An architect drew the plans, and then we built it into reality. So it's all sustainable movement over time here. All right? I don't feel like losing today for any reason. I put my stop loss to break even. You seen that? I'm being extra grimy with myself. I mean, my stop loss into profit. It would probably pay for the fee. We'll break even on fees right there. I don't want to give back anything today. I don't. I just want to be lucky to add some, and if I do, so be it. If not, kick rocks, baby. Keep it moving. Not you guys, but the charts. You know what I mean? Watch those stop loss right there. Watch this thing just moon. It would be crazy if I am able to keep that. And the better off I get at putting my stop loss closer to price action, the better off I get at doing that. And the less my risk is, because I'm always kind of going at smaller percentages without risking a lot. You see? We all agree the placebo effect is real, but for some reason, they fail to see how incredible that is. Scared money don't make money, Sammy. Amen. Until FOMO drama clear at the 18th September. Reach that alchemy, Sam. Amen. Shout out to Jamal Antonio. I love you, brother. That's a proper bullfrag on a 15 minutes. Somebody said they ain't gonna jump on in there. If you're new to crypto and you're only to play with a few thousand, would you be able to get into day trading? I put a few hundred here and there, but the fees on Coinbase, I feel like I'm behind. Look at the size of this trade. I'm using $360. Yesterday I used like $3,000 to make $2,500. I don't put a lot in there. These positions are never huge. Everyone, I show you guys that you can use very small positions and make it happen. That did break out. That little flag did break out there. You see that? I'll be in some money now. You heard? But that looks like it may be doing something like, I don't know. Looks a little bearish. 57,500 attempting to hold. Hidden bearish of the 15. Yeah. Can you explain how margin works on WEEX? I added 1,000 USD on 20x leverage. Well, my ROE will be based on the auto margin added. It's pretty simple. Whatever the percentage says you're up, you're up. So if you're up 10%, you're up 10% on the margin. Agreed? So if you put 2,000 in and you make an 80% trade, that means you made like, $1,800. You know what I mean? You made about 80% of the $2,000. That's, 1,600, I think, is 80%, right? Yeah, divided by 5 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Yeah. So, can you explain? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. 7-minute golden cross is upon us. Ooh, things could be getting juicier than we thought. Very, very interesting. All right, things could be getting juicier than we thought. Shout out to the 729 likes. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. That would greatly appreciate it. We'll have to have Andy from WEEX on, man. The VP of WEEX. You're going to be able to talk and ask questions with the VP of WEEX. You're going to interact. It's going to be amazing. When do you ever get to really know the people behind the exchange? I don't think that ever happens. They always hide behind some door. We don't even know who they are, right? We don't dox them. They disappear, right? The last time we knew FTX, it was a curly-haired kid that took all our money, right? And so, I'm new to your channel. Thanks for the response. Would you recommend a different platform than Coinbase? For sure. I'd recommend you open up a WEEX right now, WEEX, as soon as humanly possible, especially what's going to happen right now when we get Andy on in the next 5 minutes. It's going to blow your mind. So, yeah. I don't know who said that, but it's false. There is no 7-minute golden cross, right? He's like, I don't know who said that. Let's see. He's front running it a little bit, like it's coming. Technically front running the idea that we would be higher than we are now. But it's a little too early. 100%. A little early for us. For us lifers. Wow, so this looks sustainable here. Just interesting, like 21 coming into play. we may never, have to lose these key levels to touch that 21. So now you got this trend line forming, and this kind of, it looks to me like a tighter bull pennant. This thing looks like it could break out anytime, Watching both the flag here too, same idea here. Stop loss would have to be 57.88. Right, that's something that we're looking at here. All right. $300 for 900, 400 for 16. I know. I'm all set. Thank you. 100 for 300. I'm going to take that long on this one here. And there we are. We're in the trade there on WEEX. Okay. And you can seamlessly move your stop loss up and down. Profit. I just love it. Operated successful. It says it immediately. Lets me know that it's on, ready to go. My system connection is nailing it. Everything is going. Even when I'm live streaming, have multiple exchanges open. I mean, you got to love that, right? Still pumping hard, doing damage right now on WEEX. So can we get this move to WEEX? Can 57.5 hold? Can this bull flag break to the upside? That would be a beautiful gain of $300 on the day. Only have to use about 245, all right? So to make these gains. So I don't use a lot, very small, and the leverage is about this. That one's 50x isolated combined at 50x leverage, right? And you could also, I think there's going to be a time where you can make separate positions. We were going to work on that too as well. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, we're watching this flag here on the 1 minute and the 5 minute. Seeing if we can sustainably break out to the upside here and continue on out. Price action has been sketchy for the last few days. Definitely something to think about. All right, I'm going to jump on in here and see if I can get this Zoom call going with Andy. And, and we're going to bring him on in a second. And let's see. All right, let me bring the music down. We have Andy. And everybody, I mean, you never really get to talk to the people behind the exchange. We're getting a pump now. As we said that too, we're just getting a pump on the trade that I just put out there on WEEX. So let's see what's happening. Andy, I got you in the back. Let me just get your window up and running here. And yeah, I want to take away, see how I'm going to do it. That works for me. I just have to kind of position you in the window there. All right, everybody. Let me hear you real quick, get you on that audio.
Everybody.
And everyone, this is Andy from WEEX. Okay, great relationship with the lifers. Super excited. He's here today to kind of talk about the exchange, break it down, introduce himself to each and every one of you. Oh my God, we got a huge pump, Andy. Boom, to the upside, baby. We're in the gain on that trade that we just put out. Nice move to the upside, everybody. You can move that stop loss to break even now. This one's going to take about, $80 in a minute, which, I don't know about you, but I didn't make $80 in a minute at my last job. So let me keep moving the stop loss to break even, everyone. We just got a nice pump here to the upside. The lifer does it again as Andy comes on. Sorry, Andy, but you can't stop the markets, right? Unbelievable. I'm going to take profits here and keep that one ready to go so we can focus on the interview. But Andy, man, I love your exchange. Look at that. I just took profits. I was able to move my stop loss so seamlessly. You were actually in front of it. Let me show them all. But I just took profits there on that flag in front of the world. Andy, man, how's it going, man? Thank you so much for your awesome exchange. I love using it. Thank you for being here, man.
What a wonderful intro. Thank you.
Hey, man, we got lucky,
we could have planned that any better.
No, we got lucky. Wow.
Hi, everybody. My name is Andrew Weiner. I'm the vice president here of WEEX Global, the product that you're seeing live and in action today here on Crypto Lifer. We were founded in 2018. We raised money, built the product, went to market in 2020. We operated for about 4 years, built an audience of about 2 million users. And then in the beginning of 2024, I came onto the team. My background is in localization of products like this. I used to work on several other exchanges in the past. I've been in the industry for about 8 years. And in the time that we've spent localizing WEEX, today we have 3 million users. We gained plus 1 million very quickly. And it is thanks to folks like yourself, Sam, that brought eyeballs to an experience that I believe is really underserviced in the market today. And that is an end-to-end Swiss Army knife exchange that has all the functions, features, pairs, and products that you're looking for. That's us.
Yeah, and it's like, were you into crypto too early? Like, did you get into crypto super early? What was your, or you were a trader? Like, how did you get into the space?
My first trade was the Ethereum ICO. I had met a couple of guys up here in Vancouver that worked on the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. They had a little meetup called Decentral, where they were having speakers like Andreas Antonopoulos, the author of Mastering Bitcoin. And I was in a really interesting circle to get introduced to the space. From Ethereum, I started working on products that would allow people to verify their ownership of MetaMask wallets without providing private keys to the verifier. And that technology is still used today by some of the major Fortune 500 brands that are in our space, like the Depository Trust Clearing Corporation.
That's amazing. Yeah, so you seem to care a lot about the behind the scenes. You've been involved for a long time. And, talk about, some people are asking here, can they use it in the US? And we have all sorts of people all around the world. How's the experience? How's the experience for everyone, no matter where they're at, when they come to WEEX?
So we're only restricting based on sanctioned countries. So there is an OFAC list. On that list are a couple of countries that are not allowed to participate in this space. They have the required restrictions like North Korea, Iran, these types of places. Outside of a sanctioned country, you can spin up an account on WEEX, get access to products and services with very little to no friction.
I love it, man. It's something that people really are looking forward to and are excited about. I think that's why we had such an awesome campaign. And you said you were going to talk, you said you were going to announce something for the lifers. That's what my team said. I don't know, but I don't know if you wanted to say that or wait till later. But that was something that we tell them too. We said, Andy's going to tell you guys something that he wants to give you guys, or, not give away, or tell us that he's going to do for the lifers. Just want to know. And yeah, we're just like, I noticed how you cared about us, and when we, moved a lot of my community over and we started trading there, I just really appreciated it, man. The lower fees were great. It helped a lot of beginners make smaller trades. The demo account. I like the future zone. There's a lot of things that I am really liking with the interface that you built.
Thank you so much, Sam. I appreciate that feedback. And feedback is the name of the game, my friend. During the localization process, we really looked to our genuine product users, the people that are on this thing trading, and got like a bevy of feature requests and lots of really great insight into what do traders want. When you really listen to the consumer and you build a product that matches their needs, you can build a loyal fan base pretty quickly. So that's going to continue to be our approach. The genuine product user experience is very unique to WEEX. As you know from our relationship at WEEX, everybody using our product genuinely loves it. They're not being paid a fixed or upfront sum of money to mention or push it. There's no synthetic marketing happening at WEEX. If you're seeing somebody talk about us, it's because they actually are enjoying that experience. And I think that's lovely, because you look around our space, there's 700 total exchanges, maybe more now that we're talking in this pump. And so many of them will pay people to tell you something they've never used is awesome or is great. And I think that is, caused a lot of fatigue for people when they see content going out there telling them about a new place to trade. They're curious. So when you come to a crypto lifer type channel, you get a real experience. You get the good, bad, and the ugly. If you have an issue, you can communicate directly. We're accessible. You can make a case for it, and we'll go get it fixed. This is the kind of relationship that we've been able to establish, and why we appreciate you just so much.
Yeah, everyone, I just want to make this really clear. I really care about the integrity of the space. I really, my mom and dad raised me right, and I believe I represent my parents and my legacy. And, Andy has never handed me a dime. He's never said, hey, Sam, talk about WEEX and I'll send you $5,000 a month. Like, we don't have that relationship. Like, maybe in the future, there could be something that we work out. But like, I found an exchange and it worked for me. You know what I mean? I always want to back up. When I saw different things happening in different exchanges, different places, I wanted to back up. I wanted something that seemed sustainable. I never really get to meet the people behind the exchange too. So I'm always wondering what's going to happen, where we're going. To see the face and to be able to like, hey, you know, we've had Zoom calls now, and you know, I do receive commissions from my, you know, my own hustle that I when I put WEEX out there. But yeah, this is not a sponsorship. He does not send me money to talk about it. I genuinely liked it. It came into my, you know, my team. We researched it first. We started using it. And another thing that I really liked is, you know, I work really hard. I'm trading all the time, but my team is on the back end and they're saying, hey, WEEX has been very responsive. You know, tell us what you guys want different, or if you had any issues with the trading, or if there's something that you like on another exchange that really helps you, can we add that, you know? And so they've been in constant contact, and I've already seen them make certain changes already. So, you know, I was like, you know, this is great. They built this sustainable, ecosystem, and I can actually bring my community and we can fine tune it as well together. And I think that was kind of another good relationship. And through that, we can really find an exchange that serves the people the best and has all the bells and whistles that we're looking for, you know?
And we're proud of this product, but let's be realistic. This is an innovative space. And 30 days of a roadmap cycle in crypto is like a lifetime in any other industry. We move so quickly month to month as a business. So being agile and having your ear to the ground with people like yourself and your back office team communicating directly about user experiences, this is the perfect recipe for keeping people not only happy, but providing them an experience that's going to continue to raise the standard. Maybe today it's excellent, but I would like to think that the excellence that we're creating here will become a standard for everyone to enjoy, because it's such a big space. There's so many of us participating, and there's so many people not here yet. Sam, this is what really drives me up the wall, is even today, there's about 15 to 20 million consumers without a futures destination that were abandoned in the last 3 to 6 months by the products that they've known and loved for 2 to 4 years.
Yeah.
So there is a palpable moment here in history where we are like a refuge for so many people that have become lost in the space.
It's really sad too, because like, it hurts for this. We want the space to be as compliant as possible, but when you make people run around and jump through hoops, it even makes it hard for them. And it's like, when you're always running and grabbing your assets and sending them around and having to take them off and on, it becomes insane. You know what I mean? And I know so many people that have done that throughout the last 8 years. You know, you could trade on Binance, now you can't. You could trade over here, now you can't. You know what I mean? And it just, and it's sad too, is we're the most innovative country, yet we're the people that have to jump through the hoops the most. You know, constantly just trying to find a home so we can trade and learn how to trade. Trading is hard enough to focus and be, you know what I mean? You want your tools and your things to stay in the same place so you can focus. But when you have to do all that stuff, it does get, and you're a beginner, it adds to the fear, it adds to the insecurity, and it makes people, it takes away their ability to focus on what matters. You know, we say here at WEEX, focus on the trading, not all that other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so that gets in people's heads. It gets in the way of their ability to progress.
And we've been quite responsible with how we operate. Before we started in any country, we were fully licensed first. And as a business, we're looking at all of our growth as an unlimited partnership model. So anybody can sign up for WEEX. If they're enjoying their experience, they could become an affiliate of the product. They could share that experience. And when you do, if there's any growth that comes from it, we provide revenue sharing on all aspects of the growth. So this could be audience growth, where you can earn on trading fees. This could be growth through projects, where you bring us a great community that wants to list their token and access that Southeast Asian demographic that we represent today. And this is something to touch on. Up until the beginning of this year, about 90% of the 2 million traders using WEEX were based in countries like China, based in parts of the world like Malaysia and Indonesia. Since we've localized the product fully here in September of 2024, with 3 million users now worldwide, about 30% of that audience is now in English countries. So that includes the Western continents and abroad. This is a huge shift in the demographic of WEEX. And we're showing and showcasing the projects around the world that this go-to-market strategy with an exchange that's going to share the growth with you is a great crawl step in your crawl, walk, run, go-to-market strategy to ensure that where you do list gets you a return that's not only sustainable, but scalable. Like if you're a project, Sam, and you want to list on one of my competitors, they're going to charge you 60 to 200 grand up front just to announce you and get on there. And 80% of that cost is administrative in nature. It goes to nothing. If you're a struggling project trying to raise money, that's all your capital, and then it wasn't used responsibly, this is painful. So at WEEX, we don't charge people crazy listing fees to get on here. You create a prize pool with your tokens for the community, do your own market making, because we're not looking to trade against our own users here. We're a very responsible, honorable, moral exchange. And this has been the winning formula. Through relationships like that, channels like yours, the audience has been coming here in droves. So if you're in the crowd right now for Crypto Lifer, we have something special for you today. I'm going to pull it up on my screen because it's such a new promotion. I want to make sure we get all the details right.
I get excited.
So this is an exclusive airdrop. What we did is we took a look at all the trading fees that had come in from the Lifer community.
Look at this, guys.
We took a huge portion of it out. It's $10,000 USDT worth of airdrops that we've allocated just for your community. Now, on this show right now, who's got fast fingers? The first 10 new signups during this episode will get a $100 futures bonus. It'll be sent within 24 hours. So if you're watching right now, Sam, if you got your back office team to circulate that link, go ahead and make that available.
Everyone. The link's right here. It's the pinned comment at the top. You know, the fastest fingers win, man. There it is.
So the first 10 of you, $100 futures bonus. Now, so for those of you who've never had one of those, I should let you know that a futures bonus are locked USDT funds. You can trade with those. Once you go to transfer or withdrawal, any of the unused bonus funds will be eliminated, but the profits you made are yours to keep. You could also use futures bonuses to pay for your fees. Now, for the 45 users who sign up after those first 10 and deposit at least $500 USDT and trade up to 100,000 USDT within the event period, we'll receive an additional $200 futures bonus.
Nice.
So this is a pretty big deal because, as you know, on our altcoin futures section, we do have 200x leverage on some of these pairs. So that could be a position as small as, what, $500?
Yep.
There you go, guys. So, Sam, thank you for the opportunity to be able to give back, because you guys have done so much to ensure that your community gets the maximum value in terms of the best trading fee discounts, the most responsive feedback. I'm happy to give more, and I look forward to hearing more of their thoughts.
You know, I just, like, today's a big day for me because, like, I've worked with different exchanges. You know, many lifers have brought in serious volume. We've brought in big volume, and, you know, a lot of dedicated traders, right? We don't win every day. We lose, but I sustain a positive P&L at the end of the month, and I show people it can be done no matter how my mom died and I had a positive P&L. You know, I went through some of the biggest pains in my life, and this community was there for me. And it's nice to know, like, those, you know, a lot of, you know, the trading fees come from us, guys, and they're giving us back some of our own trading fees. I mean, no one's ever done that for me. And so I really appreciate it, Andy, from the bottom of my heart. That's really cool. You didn't have to. It is sustainable for your business, but it's a good business practice that I haven't seen. Everyone else is just like, oh, we'll get big enough. We don't need to do that. And, you know, I like that you're doing this. It's an organic outreach. And everyone, you helped this happen because you guys signed up and we created such a good community. We were able to get this too. So it was like we all were a part of this. So I thank you so much, man, for your time. I know you're a busy guy, but any last thing you want to say? But I'm blown away. Thank you so much. And I hope you guys jumped in, man. The first 10 people, you got hooked up immediately. So that's pretty awesome. You know,
something I would love to leave you with is just my thoughts of you as a person. You're a great guy. I've really enjoyed getting to know you over the last couple of months. I've been familiar with your channel for quite some time. You are somebody that has doubled down on integrity, has acted with transparency, has conducted himself openly. I cannot say that about so many of the people that have operated in this space for longer than a year. So it's a testament to your commitment and dedication to being a moral, grounded thought leader. This industry needs them. As you can see what's unfolding in the government and legislation, we're desperate for thought leadership in this space. So, Sam, I appreciate you. Never stop what you're doing. And I do hope next time I come on, we can do some Q&A, get to know this audience a bit better.
Yeah, and I was supposed to go to Singapore with Andy. I couldn't. I'm moving into a new house, new baby and stuff. It pained me, Andy, to say no to that, man. I just want to let you know publicly in front of everyone. Like, I didn't want to damage our relationship.
Kids, buddy. Families first.
Yeah.
And you know what? I almost whiffed it there. Let's plug the exchange, guys. www.weeks.com. You can follow us on Twitter at @weeks_official. You could always find us on Sam's Crypto Lifer stream. He uses the product. He's got a lot of great deals and incentives just for his audience that we've earmarked for you. So if you do see Weeks on this channel, you should be signing up for Weeks with Sam's link. Make sure that you're getting all those different bonuses that they work so hard to get you. And thank you so much for the time today. We really appreciate it.
And last thing I want to talk about too is just customer service. You know, I can't tell you how many people have, you know, whether they got a frozen fund or they sent something or that whatever, they did something and they're just unsure, and email after email, they're not sure. Everyone, like, Andy's right here. I'm right here. Like, you're like a connection to me, to my staff. And like, you're not floating out there all by yourself with some exchange that doesn't know you. You have me and my community, my connection to Andy. And so like when you sign up for that link, like there's just a good, you know, the odds are huge that if anything happens, me or my team are going to be able to assist you, and you're not going to be on your own like you are with all these other exchanges. So,
and in this edge case, this 1 in a million chance you can't get a hold of some of our very accessible people, we do have live chat now. You go on weeks.com, it's a little headphones icon you can click on. Just push the button that connects you to customer support directly. You can speak to a human being any time of the day.
Andy, man, this has been amazing. I really appreciate you, man. And may God bless you, brother. Thank you.
God bless you as well. Congratulations on the new addition to your family, and I do hope to come on again soon.
Thanks, Andy. God bless, man. Have a great day. Bye. So cool, man. Andy from WEEX. I always mess it up. From WEEX. What a beautiful man. Awesome time. And I'm happy, man. You know, he decided, hey, you guys have we've done a lot for the exchange, man. You guys are awesome. And we've traded a lot. And so with that comes the rewards, right? And so we are now getting the rewards of that. And, you know, he promotes his trading exchange. We show that we're able to be a sustainable trading group because we continuously trade. And it's a win-win for both parties. So I'm just excited, man. Yeah, I was supposed to go to Singapore and hang out at their headquarters and find out more, but that will happen in time, and I'm excited. You know, this trade continuing to pump to the upside here. Honestly, that I just gave, you could move that stop loss to break even. I scalped it right there, but this thing is continuing to moon. Now we're breaking 58,000, headed back to possibly 59,200 and 58K. The weekly support or resistance has been taken again back to the upside. The only one thing I got distracted by was I wanted to open up a Max C trade, and I ended up not doing that. Would have been a bigger trade, but it's okay. It's okay. We did hit a gain here on the live. What'd you guys think about that? Dude, seems cool. I enjoyed weeks. Yeah. Okay. All right. You have to deposit to receive. Yes, you do. Yeah. You definitely made right from the trade earlier. Sorry, big dog. Yes, I did. Right. So there you go, man. I gave you guys a winning trade back on there, right? Bang, bang, bang. And here's the link to the campaign if you want to check it out. All right. 16 days, exclusive airdrops only for the lifers. 16 days, man. Just a couple weeks. So make it happen. All right, if you want to jump on in and take advantage. Wow, look at that palm. And it wasn't even the best flag, but a flag nonetheless. The target for me was 58,567. We went to 58,473 here on the move. Did anybody jump on into that trade? Right as Eddie came on, we hit the trade. Unbelievable. All right. $15-minute closed above the 200. Let's go. Oh, that's a big deal. Let's take a look at the 15-minute closing above the 200 MA. It's a bullish sign. All right. We could take that as a trade now, completely, right, blind of anything else. I mean, we can technically, right? If that trade goes above the 200 MA there, right? Tell you what, man, breaking above the 200 MA is a very bullish sign, specifically on the 15-minute. Coming back to the upside, people who are in shorts that didn't take their gains are eating it now and wishing that they take those gains. All right. So with the 80 win, a 120 loss, a 40 loss, I'm probably down like 100 on the day, which is great. I could easily, you know, and I've made 3 trades, so I've been in the game. The key is to know that you've been in the game. You know, your hands have been dirty. You've been in and out, like you've been working the field. You know what I mean? For me, that's important. Because when I'm not active trading, I can't win. Because there's no way, you know what I mean? I'm stuck. I'm thinking too much. And I believe, you know, when I'm active, I'm pushing through the fear. I know that anything can happen. And I have the opportunity to win. Right? It's when you freeze up and you can't make trades is when trading really isn't fun anymore. Because you're just stuck. And being stuck is not fun in trading. I'll tell you that right now. Being stuck is not fun in trading. Bitcoin likes being in the 60s. Markwire, Sam is the most important level. Thank you, man. Little Dutchy, thank you. Not sure, Tom. Maybe best to send a message if there are in already. I was wondering the same thing. My short been getting wrong. I'm human. I have bad days. Sorry to hear that, my friend. It's okay. Your biggest losses will create a win. Look at me. I didn't take my model today in front of everyone, and it's still pumping. I look like a complete fool, you know? I do the same thing every day, and one day I didn't do it. And that teaches you how consistency, not being consistent about consistency will eat you alive, you know? And if we break 59,300, that's super bullish, yeah. Only allow you to move the stop losses, take profits, not in futures. I don't know, but just make sure you only trade futures pro. Yeah, that's a good question, you know? So I'll open up the long again there. Just anything above the 200 MA on the 15 tells me that it's sustainable. And we'll go from there. And I'm going up to 60,600. All right. 15-minute fall for the 21. Maybe we'll make a massive reverse head and shoulder. Not too far, though. And you could likely get a pump, pull the 21, and then come back to the 21 some up here. I'm going to take the $58,000 move again. Back above 58K means it's support again. And it's weekly support or resistance. Every time we get above 58,000, it's weekly support or resistance. All right. And we gave you guys a live trade here on WEEX, and we showed you it play out in front of everyone. It was this beautiful flag that I put out here. And we made the trade, and that thing just boomed. Boom, baby, boom. Right? And now we're seeing if the 15-minute above the 200 can get us another pump up to 60,600 for Bitcoin. All right. Starting to pump again. The short squeeze is crazy here. Wow. And shout out to our channel sponsors, iTrust Capital, Decrypto.tax, and Houdini Swap. Shout out to the commissions that we receive from BOOKMAP. We appreciate that. Shout out to the commissions from WEEX and MEXC. We appreciate it all. And everybody out here that helps. Commissions from TradingView, anything that you hit in the below links, I greatly appreciate it. Everybody, I'm out for the moment, but we are already in the green here on this move to the upside, pumping up 6% had you taken the trade. Okay. I love you. I'll be back, and I'll keep you guys updated to what's happening in the charts. Everyone, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here. What a beautiful, beautiful live stream. So many people here. I really appreciate it, man. And thank you, Andy, for coming on. Thank you guys for listening to Andy. And thank you for a great opportunity every single day to be here with each and every one of you. And thank you for your most precious asset, which is your time. I'm going to jump out for the day, but I love you. I appreciate you. And I can't wait to see you again. Tomorrow, we're going to do it again. May I be better than I was today, man. You know, not every day I'm going to be perfect, but I will be better every single day. I love you all. Be amazed. And remember, if you take my previous strategy, that 100, 200 MA gave you the trade of a lifetime today. Bang, bang, bang. Everyone, I love you. Be safe. And I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. Amen.